Well, Hanukkah, Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Chag Sameach, Merry Messiahmas, Merry Christmas. Sending love from Jerusalem. I want to talk to you about something that I think is really quite important. Rest. Rest. Very, very important. I once heard Graham Cook say that rest is one of the greatest weapons of warfare because of what comes out of rest: clarity, focus, inspiration, motivation, direction. I mean, when you're resting, sometimes if you grew up like me, we were always moving, always doing, and so rest is particularly challenging for me. But we don't know what's ahead of us, so when God gives us times to rest, we really need to take it. So the first 11 years of my aliyah, my life was very unbalanced. It was all ministry. I was running up and down all over this land. I don't have a car. I have a license, of course. And I actually don't desire a car in this city because of the crazy way of driving here. I think if I lived in any other city in Israel, I would want a car. But just carrying so many bags and so on and so forth, and walking and running and dancing, and so much activity. And there were times in the beginning when I didn't go out of town on retreat until I was literally like crawling out of the city. And then I learned that I needed to schedule retreats so that I would go and I would get the rest that I needed. But it was very difficult for me to rest in this city. And so I'm getting ready to sign my 3rd-year lease for the Tabernacle of David Prophetic Dance Center in Jerusalem, which is also my home. And it's such a beautiful place, and I don't feel the need to run anywhere. Of course, when I have appointments or I have places I need to be, or if I'm ministering somewhere. But outside of that, I am so grateful to have this place here to be able to dance anytime I want. I mean, I waited my whole life for the Lord to grant me that which He put in my heart. A prophetic dance center, a worship dance center in the land of Israel, specifically in Jerusalem, strategically placed in the body of Messiah here. It's a one-of-a-kind place. We're making history with the Lord. So back to rest. It's very challenging, and we have to give ourselves permission to rest because we don't know what is before us. God knows. And we need the rest. And God, I believe God does His most perfect work in us when we're resting and when we're sleeping. And sleep is underrated. We need sleep, especially in Jerusalem. That's all I can say. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I sent somebody some Christmas greetings, we say in New York, Merry Messiahmas, and Christmas greetings. But I think I said to her Merry Messiahmas, and she let me know that Yeshua wasn't born at this time of the year. I know that, and most of all, the body of Messiah knows that throughout the world. And yet the world is celebrating the birth of Yeshua at this time of the year. And I heard the other night someone speaking at a gathering that she really resisted that for a long time, the whole Christmas celebration, because she knows Yeshua was not born at this time of the year. And yet finally she said, I surrendered. The birth of Yeshua is being celebrated. We know He wasn't born at this time of the year, but the world is celebrating Yeshua, the birth of Yeshua. Hallelujah. And of course, as laid down lovers of Yeshua, born again, born of the Spirit, we celebrate Him every day. So celebrating Yeshua is never bad if we're celebrating Yeshua of the Gospels. Hallelujah. So sending you love at this Christmas, at this Hanukkah season. And it is also Shabbat. It's Hanukkah Shabbat. So take your rest. It's critical because you don't know what's before you. When God carves out rest for you, take it. Force yourself to take it. God bless you from the city of the great King, Yerushalayim.